Hello and welcome to another episode of the Regulation Podcast. My name is Geoff Ramsey, and with me, as always, Gavin Free, Andrew Panton, Eric Badur, Nick Schwartz. Episode 9, go.
How do you shave without clogging a sink?
You don't. Actually, I mean, the answer I have is not far off from your answers. I shave outside if I have to shave my beard off or something.
Eric saw my outdoor shaving setup and he finds it repulsive.
I want to.
Really?
I'll post a picture here. It maybe isn't for public consumption. Just based on your twisted fucking this saw looking ass setup that you have for here's the first image. This is where Gavin shaves. So you're looking at that and you're like, oh, this is just in the middle of, it truly is just in the middle of, there's the second image, just under a box on the side of his house near two pieces of a broken mirror. Andrew, thoughts?
I think it's fine. Who cares?
Thanks, buddy.
It's his fucking backyard. If he's standing in a bathroom at a mirror, I mean, there's a mirror out there. What do you want from him? It's fine.
That's so interesting. You know, now here's the thing.
That's a
Here's the
great
thing.
question, Nick.
Nick asks such a good question. Do you use the mirror? Do you crouch down? Well, Gavin, do you have any images you want to drop into this chat so that way people can see
You don't even necessarily
how
need to
you
crouch
shave
down.
like a monkey man?
You have. Oh, you that now that. Yeah. Okay. That. You've lost me a little bit on that.
What do you mean I've lost you? How else am I going to see in the mirror?
For the audience that can't see this, because I doubt these images will come out, Gavin is in a squat as if he's taking his shit on the ground, shaving in front of the broken mirrors as close to earth as he can get. You look like you're scared you're gonna fall off the ground.
Here's the thing about a mirror when it breaks. It's all still a mirror.
Right.
Yeah.
This
true.
So this all started because we had Chris Damaris on 100% Eat on the Michael Jordan podcast, and he talked about how he evolved shaving. We were swimming the other day and brought this up. He said he evolved shaving by hanging a mirror in a tree, and he's been shaving outside, and a room of 150 people laughed at him for a very long time. And then Gavin went, I shave outside, and then showed me his setup. And it was like, oh no.
Yeah, for those who can't see, it's just sort of tucked round the side. There's just two pieces of a broken mirror on the ground, and I squat real close up right next to it. First, I have to dust off the mirror because it's covered in pollen constantly. And then I just have a little shave.
You got to figure out the mirror situation, and if you
Yeah,
do
I
that,
agree.
then I'm fully on board.
Me too. I have no problem with this. If the mirror is hanging, this all makes sense. Yeah. It's two broken shards of a mirror in the rocky ground leaned up against the side of a house. It's the storm drain. It's all.
So what would you do with my situation? How would you put the mirror up on something?
He'd probably get a different mirror.
Yeah,
Yeah,
different
no,
mirror and
that mirror's
double-sided
gone.
tape.
He'd probably give
Okay.
up on that one. Yeah, it might
Does
be time to move on.
Does double-sided tape work on, what is that shit, stucco?
Yeah.
I mean, you can try, or there is that box that is right above where the mirror is, where you could probably lean a mirror.
I would even.
I don't know. I don't want to kill people walking by, knocking it down, and putting the razor-sharp shard into their foot.
Well, I mean, your lawn guy doesn't go this way anymore because you're your lawn guy, so you don't have anything to worry about.
It's true.
I think realistically, Velcro is probably going to be a real assistant here.
Velcro.
You know
could put
what some people use? Nails or screws. Yeah. It's not like you can't put a screw in the outside of your house.
That's permanent.
That's how all that
I
other shit is hanging off of it.
Have you screwed
Well, his
into
problem
stucco?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Horrible.
Sure. For 10
His
minutes.
problem is that pollen gets on the mirror every day. So I think the solution is you have a smaller internal mirror that has Velcro on it, and you
Yeah.
have the Velcro strips outside, and you bring the mirror out with you, attach it to the Velcro, do your shave, then bring the mirror back in with you when you're done.
I love the idea of having a little go bag by the door for my shaving kit.
Yeah. Exactly.
Nick said, what if you put a window there with a mirror on the other side? So I'd be looking.
That now we're talking. Yeah.
So So
Yeah,
from
we
the
should all
inside,
work.
there's just a mirror that's facing the wrong way, blocking a window.
Yeah.
What if you just have a regular ass mirror outside, but you install windshield wipers on it?
Oh, that's nice.
What if it's a two-way mirror? So it just looks like a window from the inside and the outside.
And
is
then
a
Meg
mirror.
can watch you. Shmee can watch you right there. Shmee will sit watching you shave and you won't even know.
Now that's the best idea yet. I love that idea.
And then you can bring people to that part of the yard and interrogate them, and then Smee and Meg can watch. just like at the police station.
Or, hear me out. You drill a second hole in your bathroom wall, one for the razor blades, the other for your facial hair, and you just start shoving your facial hair through the back of your wall.
So I just catch it and mail it out.
Yeah, just have it catch in some way. Just grab it in your hands, I guess, on the way down, and then just push that through the wall.
Oh, maybe I could get, those like old school whole house vacuum things, like this like vacuum ports.
The ones that go into the floor.
Yeah. What if I just have one of those, but it's just a tube to the outside?
No, you want it in your wall because hair acts as a natural insulator. You'll be making your house more energy efficient.
Fill up my walls with my beard.
Yeah, it's green, Gavin.
What would typically be a small house fire erupted in a massive blaze.
Can you imagine a house burning built out of hair? It would be the worst fucking smell on earth.
Dude, it would be the greatest like final immunity fire challenge win of all time. You would instantly, it would burn out so quick.
The worst part of this setup is that I was cleaning out my gutters a few months ago, and I found a shitload of my beard up in one of the gutters.
Oh wow.
How fucking serious?
The birds had used it for nest material.
That's great. So you're helping the birds.
It was the inside of one of my cushions, my outdoor cushions. Squirrels had shredded that, and then the birds stole it. And then they also mixed it with a little bit of my beard for the optimal bird nest.
Oh, you know what you could do?
Wow.
You know what you could do? You could take this in a different direction. You could be more community oriented. Do you know, and to spread the word, you know how people have those little lending libraries in their front yard where you put a little box on a stick and you throw books in it? Yeah. What if you made a lending shaving library where you just stuck that in your front yard and then people could come by and then they could shave right there? You just have a stick with a mirror on it and like a little shelf to put your stuff.
It's like a communal shaving station?
Yeah, just like anybody in the neighborhood when they're walking by, they could be like, oh, I'll do a quick shave real fast.
I bet I could put that out, leave it there for a year, and not a single person would ever touch it.
I'd be the only place I shave. I would come once a week just to shave. I don't even shave. I would come every week just to shave right there. Hoping that I would run into other people to build a shaving community.
What a fascinating idea.
Be like Field of Dreams. If you build it, they'll come. If you build it, they'll shave.
I don't think so.
So am I providing the shaver though?
No, I think you'd provide your own. Well, I mean, it could be like a lending library, right? So maybe you take a book, leave a book kind of thing.
Yeah, you have to put in the starter.
You provide seed shaving, yeah. And you'll put like Gillette, and somebody else will be like, "Oh no, I like a Dollar Shave Club myself," and then just like build out. Then we'll have variety.
What does it look like? Is it a house? What does the shave box look like?
Oh, I think it could look like anything you want it to. What would you want it to look like?
I think it should just look like a bathroom mirror on a stick.
Yeah, but with a
I
shelf.
agree.
It would be nice if there was somehow. No, how would that work? I was thinking like somehow it's like a face, and the more full it is, the fuller the face looks. Like you could visually tell how much supplies. Well, I'm trying to think of
keep going. No, keep going. This is good.
No, listen. Yeah, we're in a fantasy world in which you have set up a shave station outside that is communal.
But it's still bound by the laws of physics. Yeah, carry on.
Okay, but it could be something where it's like a what's the word I'm looking for? Not plastic. Not a leather thing. You know what? Like a sheet of some kind.
Like fabric?
Not fabric, but
Not plastic.
like
not leather,
stretchy. It's like a
Elastic.
stretchy material. Yeah, like an elastic type
Rubber?
cover. Rubber is what I was looking for. Thank you. A rubber-like material that the more you put stuff in, the further the face pushes out.
What
So
face?
you can tell, because it's the box is a face.
Okay.
The box,
So-
if it's empty, looks like a clean shaven face. And if it's full, it like push it. I don't know. Well, listen, we'll figure it out.
What if it's
We'll just technology.
We'll
We'll
figure it out.
We'll scout some hair from the birds. We'll borrow some of your facial hair back from the birds, and it will be like a chia pet, where the more stuff in it pushes the hair outward of the face, so people could go like, "Oh shit, the box is empty. It's clean shaven," or "Oh my god, that is a massive beard. There is tons of supplies in this shave box."
It sounds like we're making a giant communal voodoo doll.
Well, what do you mean by that?
Well, it's just going to be it's going
Well,
to
you
look
put
like
a face on it somehow with hair that grows.
Is a Cabbage Patch Kid a voodoo doll? Just because you put a face on something doesn't make it a voodoo doll.
I mean, I think it could be.
but does a Cabbage Patch Kid have real human hair on it?
I don't think it's real hair, but I bet you there's a doll out there that has real human hair.
What? Where? Really? Do you think?
Well, I don't know. I think somewhere. Probably you could probably buy a doll that has human hair. Because people donate hair all the time. You can buy wigs with real human hair.
Yeah, but I feel like that's a good use for it. Not a doll.
Is the Play-Doh thing voodoo doll?
That's definitely not a
Also,
voodoo doll.
also, is this what you're talking about? Like, then you put stuff in the box and it grows Play-Doh
Yes.
hair or something?
Yeah, like it pushes the things in the box push the hair outward.
If you gave me a sieve and a handful of hair, I couldn't push the hair through it.
Well, that sounds like a you problem. We're not talking about you.
yeah, this box has it all figured out. Gavin, how come you can't do it?
I'm not asking you to physically push the. And I was just throwing it out as a concept. I just like the idea of there being a visual indicator without having to open the box of how full the box is. And it made sense to me that if it's a shave box, it would be somehow beard related.
So what we need a bathroom mirror on a stick. Next to it
I put one right there in the chat. Just stick that bottom part in the ground.
next to it is a mannequin head with like a glue trap on the chin, and everyone could just stick their minging beard hair to it.
Okay. Listen, that's a more realistic idea. I want to be clear. I'm the guy that threw out you should put Velcro on your wall. I started very practical. I would argue maybe the most practical, the least invasive to the space, least amount of work.
But you realize the Velcro isn't the attachment to the wall. I still have to get the Velcro on the wall.
Yeah, it works both ways. You attach when you listen to someone who's made a wrist pocket with Velcro. Half of it is tapeable.
Yeah.
And you put that part to the wall, the tapeable part.
Yeah.
That you peel, and then you put the other half that attaches to the back of the mirror. Then
yeah,
you just,
sure. I'm just
easy,
gonna
come and go.
The first time I use it, I'm pulling that tape straight off, and the Velcro is
No, you're
gonna
not.
be on the back of
Who
my
the
mirror.
fuck do you think you are? Respectfully, you're not Hercules. Okay, that Velcro's gonna stick. You think you're fucking sword in the stone? Like you're King Arthur? Like you're the fucking knighted shaver? Get out of here. That mirror's
tiny
just
mirror.
coming off. It's gonna stay. It's fine.
Can you say anything like that and just say respectfully and you get away with it?
Respectfully, do you think any of this tells the story? Like if somebody walks by and they see it, do you think they know? Or do you think we're going to have to help them by doing something like putting a sign up?
Nobody's gonna know.
Here's what I'm thinking. Here's a quick little mock-up I did. You put a
Oh.
Cool,
But like
boy.
a-
You could have hit the undo button a couple of times.
you can read it, you can see it. It's a folding sign that says shave with an arrow pointed, and then it'll be pointed towards the mirror. So that way people will know.
I think
I
it says
didn't have room
shake.
for the E. I had to go back.
Maybe this is like a lemonade stand that also has shaving.
Nick said looks like a trap by the coyote.
It does.
This is how Gavin is gonna keep Nick in a trap. It's gonna be that and a bunch of breadcrumbs under a box.
It'll just say mine will just say tots on it, and then he's done.
God damn.
All right then. Well then, you genius schmuck. respectfully, how do you shave? Where does your beard go?
I don't shave.
You don't
That's why I have
shave
a beard.
ever?
No, I haven't shaved in like 3 years. I got tired of shaving, so I just stopped.
What is it, down to your nipples?
No, it's just it's maintained. It's fine. It's where it is.
It's just critical mass.
Yeah. When I got my hair cut, like, I don't know, 5 months ago, it got trimmed a little bit by the guy. I didn't even ask for it. He trimmed it, styled it a little bit.
You still don't have a beard in my head. I don't know why I can't apply the beard.
I got sick of shaving, so I just said, I'm not going to do this anymore.
Is this you?
No, way less.
3
Significantly
years
less.
is less than that.
Yeah.
Do you put oils in it? Do you comb it? Do you do anything?
No, absolutely not.
Huh.
Because I didn't feel like shaving anymore. That would then just be beard work. The point is, I didn't want to do face work. I would just be moving the shave work to the beard work, and I have no interest in the beard work.
You just wanted to eliminate work from the whole...
I just wanted to get rid of... I just didn't care about any of it, so I moved on. Fuck it, I'm going to get oils. This is ridiculous. Is it a style choice?
You must, like, shampoo it and stuff. That's beard work.
Yeah, well, this is part of the show. I mean, I'm getting blasted in the face and my beard is there. Like, it just...
Yeah,
happens.
he's already doing water work. It just happens to be a part of
The
it.
water
yeah.
work is part of... Yeah, it's not additional work.
Huh.
I mean, I guess you're not supposed to shampoo it or... I don't know. It's a whole thing.
You surely need to trim the sides, like around the cheeks back by the ears. Otherwise, it's going to come out sideways.
No, I don't. Listen, I the whole point... This was not, as I said, a style thing. I don't care about that. This was a protesting against the work of shaving.
Protesting?
Well, protesting is maybe a strong word. I was done with it.
So you would say your face is a protest.
That's maybe, I guess. I don't know, but not like actively. I'm not going to make signs.
Well, that seems like more work.
How much is visible from the back? Like if we had to draw a silhouette from behind, how much of your beard is sticking out from your head?
I think that's a tough thing because of the size of my head. I don't know if that...
But the size of your head, the beard should be appropriate to the size of your head because the beard grows out of this out of that sized head.
It grows out the edge of your head.
I'm going to be honest. I don't look at myself from the back all that often. So I couldn't... I'm not sure.
Are you saying you have the facial hair of a much smaller man?
I think I probably do.
He has a full beard, but it looks like a goatee on Andrew.
It's not, well, yeah. It's bigger than a goatee. It kind of curls. So it kind of waves. I think that's probably helping for the length.
And when you get a haircut, they don't mess with it?
No, they did. That's what I said last time I got a haircut.
Oh.
The guy, Johnny, trimmed it, which is great. I didn't ask for it. I'd never...
Johnny
I don't know.
Caviar?
Johnny, the barber, Johnny the barber.
But his name being Johnny doesn't. You're gonna tell. We're gonna. I don't believe that, and I think we're gonna find out that you're a barber on the side.
I'm not. Listen, I'm not in the Freemasons. Okay, I don't. I can't claim the qualification.
What if we find out that there is an actual Johnny Caviar who lives somewhere in the Nanaimo that Andrew has stolen the identity of?
It's exactly what's gonna. That's what's happening.
There's a 72-year-old barber on Vancouver Island named Johnny Caviar.
He was a 72-year-old barber when he was cutting hair at the old folks' home, and then he died, and his identity was assumed.
He might be dead.
Andrew went there to get his haircut one day, and they're like, "Oh no, he's dead, but he left this box of stuff. Would you mail his death certificate?" Andrew's like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." Trash.
I take over the identity? No, didn't happen. Johnny's great. I don't get my hair cut often. It's maybe like a once a year thing. I think last time was like a year and a half or 2 years between cuts.
Johnny's great. He might be dead, but he's great.
No,
I haven't heard from him in 2 years.
No, he's good. Well, he thought I didn't. He subscribed to the podcast the first time I went. And then I guess somebody mentioned hearing about his barbershop on the podcast. And then he thought that I didn't like the cut because I never showed up again. I just didn't cut my hair in the time period between. It's like a 2-year hiatus. I'll be back in like a year and a half. Circle around. Check in on things. It's nice to touch base every 2 years with someone. A lot happens in that time. It's easy to find conversation when you have a 2-year window.
Yeah, but then all you're doing is catching up.
That's great, though.
That's the cycle you and I were on for a long time, Andrew.
That's not true. Oh, once. We had a one-time cycle of that.
Yeah.
One time. That's not a lot.
Do you think 2 years from now you'll reconnect with Johnny and then you guys will start a podcast together?
No.
Oh.
I don't want to fuck up my haircutting situation. I don't want to get a new guy. It's tough to get a new guy. Going back to the first episode.
Some things are just more important.
Yeah. Like not shaving. Sick of it. Got to get the blades and then they get dull and then you got to get the cream. And I never was confident I was doing it right to begin with.
Just use like an electric trimmer.
That seems intense.
Don't trust it?
Yeah.
It's not that I don't trust it. I'm sure it has an instruction manual on the inside. I just, I don't know how to do the hand. If I'm not confident in my ability to use the handheld, going electric seems like a big step.
It's still handheld. It's not like a lawnmower.
No, but it does the brr.
Well, I mean, a lawnmower is handheld too, unless you're sitting on it.
Oh, that's true.
It's hand and gravity held.
Are you not holding the wheel when you're sitting on it?
Yeah, but that's more like, you wouldn't say a car is handheld.
What would you say a car is, though?
I think it's more immersive than that. I think it's a it's more of a full experience.
Are you trying to
it's
sell
a
me a
fully
car?
3D immersive experience.
Okay. Well, everything could be a fully 3D immersive experience. If the doors on the shave station open up wide and you're fully surrounded, that's fully 3D.
Speaking of experiences, I had an experience around you today about you that I was not prepared for. Full disclosure, we're recording episode 9 here the day after we recorded episode 8. And right after we ended, I mentioned that I was going to mail you a care package. I have your Kerwin Frost McDonald action figures that I need to give back to you that we opened on the break show. I have just some random like face stuff. I think there's like a Sloppy Joe's bingo in there for some reason. I don't even remember why. And also the 2 video games I went to Las Vegas to get for you 4 years ago. I put those in there. And I put in the Go XLR mixer that I bought that doesn't work on a Mac so that we can upgrade your audio. And then I swung by Gavin's house and he gave me a phone to put in there, which, by the way, the phone says it contains soy oil, which I thought was interesting. I didn't know phones contained soy oil.
What?
It was a sign on the back of the box that said contains soy oil.
Wow. Did you have to declare that?
No, probably.
Oh, this is...
So then I just put all that shit in a box, and then I went with your address, and I went to the place to mail shit. I'm not going to out the company, but it wasn't the post office. And I said, I'd like to mail this to my friend in Canada, please. And she said, is it a gift? And I said, absolutely. It's a series of gifts I'm giving a friend. And she said, okay, I need to look at them. And I'm like, oh, excuse me? And she's like, I have to look at all of them. And I'm like, okay. Well, thank God they weren't wrapped. But she's like, but the box was open, so it wasn't a big deal. And then she meticulously had to enter in every single item. And I was like, can't we just say like toys? And she's like, no, they won't let us. 3 employees got involved. I mean, seriously, like, okay, what would you call this action figure? It's a McDonald's action figure. 1 McDonald's action figure. And what is the value of that one? It's I don't know, like $1. She's like, okay, $1. Next action figure. And we went through like 15 of them. And each time I'd be like, can't we just say like all the action figures together? And she's like, no, I have to list each item individually. And then I thought she was going to have to list the pants and the hats and shit, but she didn't. She just wrote that down as accessories. Anyway, it took her about 25 minutes to enter it all into the computer. And then there was an error. And then she had to start over. And so she did it all over again. And then there was an error. And all 3 of the employees decided maybe a different computer would work. Anyway, 2 computers and 4 tries. And 48 minutes later, I mailed your package. I was the only person in that store for 48 minutes while 3 employees tried to mail 1 fucking box of nothing to Canada.
Oh,
how is it so complicated? I feel like society as a whole is grinding to a halt under just superfluous bureaucracy and paperwork. I don't understand how things have gotten so slow. God help you, you have to call somebody on the phone to do something. I already bitched about the AT&T thing. It took a fucking year to get new internet at my house, and now it takes a fucking hour to mail a box of toys to a friend in a neighboring country, and $200, by the way, which is more than any of that shit was worth. I just don't understand how it got so fucking hard. It's 2024. We're living in the Jetsons fucking future, and it's harder to mail a box than it was 10 years ago. How? Sorry.
And that is the exact reason why that phone has been on my desk for 3 months.
Ah, you guys are just bad at mailing stuff.
You come here and mail you stuff.
And also, I'm calling dibs on last in the line to mail Andrew again. Next time, it's somebody else. That's
Eric's
fucking.
next.
I got angry. I was so mad.
I don't need it. I mailed him a puzzle yesterday, so it's got to be Nick next.
I need to figure out where I'm going to do that puzzle. I don't have a table. I'll
What?
figure it out.
Hang on.
On a table.
We
I don't
just
own a
spent money
table.
on it. This was like
Yeah.
this is
Well,
like
no,
one
I'll
of our
figure it
first
out.
like company purchases, and you're
Yeah. I'll
so
figure it out.
nothing was prepared for the puzzle. Like you
What
didn't.
do you mean prepared for the puzzle?
You're gonna like build it on your bed. This is not gonna be good.
That
This
is a
gonna be bad.
consideration. I'll probably reorganize my desk, is what I'm thinking.
This is gonna be worse. It seems like you should just do it on the floor.
You can fit a 500-piece puzzle on your desk?
I have a really big desk. Here's the problem with my desk, and we're gonna get into my desk for a minute. I have to connect the microphone I use has one of those clamps on it, right? Where you
The one
clamp
that's on the
onto
fridge?
thing. Well, it's now on a small table. It wouldn't
Okay.
work in the fridge, unfortunately. Still on the table. I guess we went over this. It's too thick. They don't make clamps big enough to clamp onto my desk. It's a real annoyance. Because my desk is massive. It's a very thick, large desk.
I bet I could find a clamp big enough.
I guarantee you can't.
I got a clamp that could probably clamp around my fist, like thumb to little finger. Is your desk fatter than that?
I just made a fist. It's significantly smaller than the thickness of my desk.
I need a picture of your fist with the desk.
Okay. Let me try to figure this out.
We're asking him to post pictures of the Umi Digi Bison again. Like this
Yes.
is not. Also, even when he gets the cell phone, he's still using the Umi Digi Bison. Geoff, I don't want to mail anything to Andrew.
I'm not doing it next. I'll do it when it's my turn again, but it's not my turn again. That's a 12-inch clamp. Surely that would work.
That might be too lightweight for the mic arm.
Yeah, there's no way that's gonna hold the mic.
You think so? Dude, those are designed to hold 2x4s together. That thing's huge. That's like woodworking shit.
Yeah, maybe a couple of them.
Yeah. The clamping capacity is 300 pounds. It's a 12-inch bar clamp. Throat depth is 3 3/16 of an inch. It weighs 2 pounds.
What?
Throat depth. And it, yeah, they say it right here. They said the Orwin clamp 12-inch with a 3 3/16 inch throat depth truly is the throat goat of clamps.
What do you think
there
your
you go.
throat depth is?
Yeah, should we find out who the throat goat is of the Regulation podcast?
I wanted to put a balloon in and measure, but you wouldn't let me.
Oh, we could do that now.
No.
No, do you understand that wasn't legal saying we can't do that? That was me saying I don't want to watch one of you die. We certainly
die
can't do
of?
it now. We certainly can't do it now where my mortgage hinges on you guys doing the show. What are you talking about? Don't die from a balloon stunt.
We're also losing health insurance soon. What is the
That
rate?
is
Are you worried about the balloon sucking, getting stuck over the air hole?
Like we are.
Yes, nothing
Yeah,
has
he
changed.
is. He
Nothing
thinks
has changed
he
from
thinks
what has
I'll-
happened originally.
Do you think that I couldn't?
Yes,
Do you
I
that
think
if
you
I popped
couldn't,
a balloon,
and then that's the end. That's the end. I think you couldn't. That's the end.
Oh, so that's a. Well, it's fat because it's a.
It looks like you're
Try to-
fighting it.
I'm fighting the desk. It's like Doom in first person, punching that
I
desk.
fucking yeah.
That phone.
But as you see, it's multiple. You get a context of width with the Xbox games in the first.
That's
photo.
That's a great picture.
Wait. So let me go back to your clamp for a minute. This Irwin clamp. Where do I strap the mic in?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
can't.
I wasn't gonna bring it up, but Andrew, you're 100% right in this whole situation.
There's all kinds of different kinds of clamps. I'm just saying big
I've
clamps
looked at them.
exist.
You can't find one. You said you'd find one that would work. You can't.
Go to
Doesn't
Uline
exist.
and Google giant clamp. I'm sure one of them will work.
I'm gonna get.
Why are you? No, stop for a second. You just claimed you could easily do this or that you could do this, and then I challenged you, and your response is go to a website and find it. I've done the research. I've looked. I'm telling you, there isn't. You're the one. You're in the party that thinks there is. It is on you to find one. It is not on me to redo my research.
Okay, send me a picture of what I need to clamp and how it needs to look, and I'll find a solution.
Okay.
But I'm having trouble visualizing what I'm looking at.
The clamp that I went to go and get, my biggest clamp, that definitely would be too small.
That's what I'm looking at. I've looked at them. They're all too small.
I'm gonna need detailed photos so I can fix this for you.
Here's what you do.
Yeah.
See that drawer?
Yeah.
Get rid of it.
Tried it. I've done that. I've tried that.
You've tried to remove the drawer?
Here's the problem. I've removed the drawer.
Yeah.
The thickness of the clamp is larger than the inside of the drawer. I can't fit the clamp in the drawer. It is the drawer itself is too small.
Here's an idea. Here's an idea. Hold on just a second. What if you got
We're problem solvers on this podcast.
a bench vise? You screw that into the top, and then you can clamp anything.
The top looks kind of like glass, though. What is on the top?
What is that? It's like a red car thing.
It's a vise. It's screw.
A
You screw
red
it in.
It's a red car? Is that what you said?
No, I said like that's. I feel like you'd see that in a mechanical workshop.
It's just
what I
for
meant by
holding
that.
something.
Yeah, it's just to hold shit.
I've seen Casino and it didn't look like that. The bright red really threw me.
There's all kinds of weird clamps that I bet would do shit. Like you can do all kinds of stuff with that thing.
And I mean, your desk is so big that it shouldn't be a problem that this thing is the size of a 15-pound weight, so
Yeah.
it should be fine. That's
can
a
also
plate
just get-
right there, man. Easy.
You could also just get a desk stand for a mic.
No, it's too heavy.
Oh.
The arm is too heavy.
What arm? Get rid of the arm.
Why do I? Well, I like the arm. Why am I getting rid of the arm?
This is my favorite podcast. We're coming up for solutions for a guy who doesn't want them.
I desperately want them.
I'm gonna need to see your set. I'm gonna need to
I'm
see
sending
every.
you my setup right now. I'm sending
Okay.
it to you right now. I got
right.
an image. I've been
I'm
doing
not looking.
research.
I don't need it to be aggressive. I'm just saying at some point I need to see it, and then that way I can help find the
Geoff,
solution.
it's gonna be right here. There you go.
There it is.
That's what I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
So
that vice-
I've looked
that-
at
that-
the
that-
on-desk options.
That
about
vice
this?
will work.
How about this, right? See the
Right.
little like conical part, the actual clamp part, the cone?
Yeah.
Get rid of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Drill a hole in the desk, and then stick the thing that's in that cone in the hole.
Yeah.
I need a drill.
Well, you're gonna need that anyway to drill a hole for the vice.
Yeah, it's the biggest hurdle is the I would need a drill.
Well, how do you make a hole currently?
I haven't needed to make a hole in a while. I guess typically a shovel, I would
No.
say.
I meant like in the wall. Not like-
Do you? Well, hold on. Do you have a shovel?
And a hammer? Maybe with a hammer? For a wall?
like to like
I can't remember the last
No,
time I
I
had to make
agree.
a hole.
Andrew, I'm with you. Get a shovel.
like if you wanted to drill into a stud, like hang something on a stud, something of weight, like a shelf. How do you do that? With a shovel?
I'm taping that fucking thing. I'm not going through the wall. Are you kidding me? I'm getting that wall tape. That's what I'm doing.
Wall tape and Velcro.
Yeah. Well, not Velcro. Yeah, Velcro, you'll see. And that sticky wall stuff you could use.
I bet we could get you a new desk.
No, my desk is great. I don't need
You
a new
just
desk.
need a different. You just need.
This
a
is
different
what I
clamp
was
that goes
thinking.
with that Rode mic arm. That's all you.
This
need.
is
You
my
just need a
solution.
different-
This is my Velcro solution. I'm thinking about getting a small piece of wood, like a square piece of wood, and just nailing that to the corner of my desk. and then having the clamp attached to the wood.
That's a great idea.
I think that might be the fix. That's easier than drilling a hole.
I mean, I have an actual solution, but
What's your
I don't want to
solution?
share it. No, I mean, like, you're good. It seems like you're good. It seems like you just should get a piece of wood and you got it. I agree.
I'd love to hear what your solution is.
It's just this other compatible road arm that you drill into your desk.
Well, it's once again,
You can't drill,
it's a drill
Eric.
situation.
We'll just get a shovel.
Here's what you do. You take
Okay.
the drawer out, right? Then
Done it.
the piece of wood that supports the drawer, stops it from falling down onto the ground, get rid of that too.
There's a piece.
Like the bottom of the bit behind your little finger.
Okay.
Yeah. And then clamp it on.
Listen, I've done this. I've tried a lot of things. I'll try it again. I don't think it works.
Well, on the bright side, I've heard at least 3 different ways to make this work now.
I think the nail with the wood is probably the best.
You know what? I agree. I retract my idea, and I'm gonna go with.
Well, I just don't have a drill.
Yeah.
Had
No,
a drill.
dude, 100%. Yeah.
Jeff will send you a drill.
Dude,
No,
it's Nick will.
Get
Nick
the
will
piece
send you
of
a
Nick
drill.
will send you a piece of wood.
No, but hold on. Do you have a piece of wood?
No,
Do you have a nail?
probably. I could probably find a nail.
Okay. Do you have a hammer?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Cheaper to buy a piece of wood than it is to buy a drill, so go with that solution.
I feel like I could just go to like Home Depot and buy a 2x4 and say, hey, can you cut this to be
Yeah. Or a drill.
a
Absolutely.
2x3?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's definitely a thing you're going to do. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Here's the thing, Andrew. You need a drill.
For what?
It's just life. Future. The future.
I strongly disagree.
You don't think you'll ever need a drill?
I mean, I've gone almost 30 years without needing one. I don't listen.
Here's the fear about Andrew getting a drill. You've just given Andrew a drill. You know what I mean? Now suddenly, like, what is it when all you have is a hammer, all the world's problems looking like a nail? You've just everything's gonna look like a drillable problems, or every problem is gonna have a drillable solution.
You do need to think of it as that, like, I'm a character in a video game and you've given me a new tool.
Yeah.
And now every problem I encounter, the drill will be a consideration for fixing that problem.
You'll have a whisk lodged up in Milwaukee.
What did I buy a staple gun for? I bought a staple gun for
like
something.
we're gonna have to explain to Andrew why he can't drill through a mirror.
I bought a staple gun when I was doing the sleep spaghetti. That's why I bought a staple gun. Didn't work.
What a fucking sentence. What a goddamn sentence.
Do you think you could staple the 2x4 to your desk, or is
No.
not good
I'm
enough?
just gonna fucking nail that fucking thing into my desk and make it sturdy.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I think you should try this for the next recording.
No, I'm not. I gotta. No.
Go to get one piece of wood.
Oh wait, no. There'll be a break. Never mind. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Because this is a Friday, and then we're not recording a show next week. This could. Yeah. That's not.
I argue that you could have done it anyway, but yeah.
That gives you arguably just about 14 days to acquire one piece of wood. That seems like a doable adventure.
Okay, let's see. Let me Home Depot.
Okay, this is the best. This is the.
You might even have a local hardware store closer than Home Depot. Like a True
Home
Value or
hardware
something
is
like that.
closer, but I just
There you go. Tractor
Home Depot
Supply
is
or
like
whatnot.
the main brand.
Well, you don't need to. Andrew, can I just say right now? I'm going to stop you right now as a former homeowner, a 3-time homeowner. You don't need name brand wood. You just need wood.
Yeah, wood to me is all the same. I meant the business of buying it from. Oh, plywood.
Yeah, you definitely want to support a mega corporation.
Never mind.
Can I propose that, like, if you go, like, you're going to get the wood and everything, and like just inspiration strikes you, I kind of want you to just like follow that thread.
Yeah, you might be surprised just walking through the hand tool and woodworking section.
Jeff's
you start
right.
seeing all the
Jeff's
different
right.
clamps and things they got going on in there. When you see a vise in person, you might, inspiration may strike.
Yeah.
48.
You might see one in person and go, "This is a cool red car, and I gotta have it."
Oh, this is better. $14.98.
While he's doing that,
$8.50
Eric,
now.
explain to me how Geoff could. Okay, the balloon has popped in Jeff's mouth, right?
I don't understand
God.
what you don't get about it. It's that you breathe it in. There's a shock, and you go as the thing explodes, and it goes in your throat, and we have to fish it out, and we don't in time, and you die.
You don't think I could fish out rubber
No.
from Jeff's throat?
No.
Not quick enough.
It's not going to pop.
1
No.
inch by 24 inches.
What if it was
by
a cellophane
48
bag?
inches.
How is that better?
I don't know.
This is like that time when Gavin was convinced that it was safe to put Coke and Mentos in his own butthole and shoot it out with a funnel, and then we watched a video and discovered it's not, and people get hurt. You can't do that.
I don't care mostly about people getting hurt. It's the dying thing that,
Yeah.
really, because I'll be on the hook for it, and I don't want that.
That's fair. Nobody wants to be on the hook for death.
How else could we? Okay, what about this? We see who can hold the most water in their mouth and then gauze the water into a cup, and we take the measurement that way.
I
Yeah.
like that.
That's a
I'm,
great
I'm
idea.
totally fine. I think that's great. I think it's
That's a great idea.
fantastic.
And that's the throat goat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nick doesn't sound like he's in, but I feel like on the day of, he will be.
Yeah, probably.
So we'll all just sit around a table and gauze into like a Pyrex and see
Yeah.
who wins.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Mhm.
I think that's a good idea. Well, I think it should probably be colored liquid, so that way we can like visually we want it to be stunning.
Fantastic idea.
And we should all have different colors. Like I can be green, you can be red, like that kind of thing.
Andrew, are you in?
Mm-hmm.
He's still looking at wood.
He's looking at wood.
I think he's doing it.
He's trying to see how much water he can fit in his mouth.
Do you have a way of measuring the water though?
It's fucking moron. Jesus Christ.
This is the best. This is the best show in the world.
Why are you holding it? You only
You're not going to make any more. If anything, you're going to lose it the longer you hold it.
holding it in makes absolutely no fucking sense.
I mean,
No, the problem was I didn't realize the thing I was going to spit it into had water in it already. So that was a real conundrum of what do I do?
That's a
'Cause I
real
was already-
Die Hard 3 problem right there.
Yeah, I guess,
you're about to spit it into a cup full of toothpaste water.
I mean, I spit it out. I don't know how to measure this. I don't really know what I accomplished here. I don't even know how big this cup is. I don't even have context. Anyway, I'm getting my reps in. I'm getting practice. I have some technique
Yeah.
figured out.
Maybe we can incorporate the Gerpler somehow.
That's what I drank it out of. I had a
Okay,
Gerpler
that's a
on my
great idea.
That's why I was like, yeah.
What if the new Gerpler has lines on it
Well,
for
fucking-
like the throat goat Gerpler?
Oh, that's interesting.
What if each of the lines is how much liquid we all hold, so that way you can know if you hold more than Nick but
That's
less
a
than Eric.
great
And,
idea.
and Nick just said the Throatler.
The Throatler. Yeah, you can measure your throat to our throats. I love this.
A regulation Throatler.
I want to be. This has nothing to do with throats, by the way, which I think makes it especially funny.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
but it's funnier.
It gives
It's all
a decent.
cheeks.
Yeah, it's really like the cheek goat.
Yeah, cheek.
Well,
gout.
think of it like this way. The throat is like the table leg of the mouth. So you have to have a strong throat to support all the water that goes into your mouth. They're all connected.
Speaking of throats, I was at the pharmacy the other day and I looked at this poster and I was just cracking up because I'm an immature moron. I was just imagining that scene in The Matrix, but Morpheus has 2 spoons instead of 2 pills. Imagine the reflection in his glasses. He's just holding up 2 spoons of liquid.
He's like, you take the Dayquil or the NyQuil.
And I had to explain to the pharmacist why I was laughing. Oh,
It's so funny.
Did they
moron.
get
The hard part, Gavin. The hard part is there is no spoon.
There's no spoon. I mean, they should have done it because it's a spoon-heavy movie.
Hey, I have a cultural idea, multicultural idea. I want to run by you guys. I was watching a TikTok the other day, and it was of a British person at a high school football game, like in America, and going like, I can't believe this shit is real. I really genuinely thought this was only stuff you see in the movies. Do people really have like high school football games every Friday night all across America? And I thought that was kind of funny. And I was thinking about how, Gavin, you've lived in America for a very long time now. And I wonder how much like American stuff you've done versus haven't done. And then that got me thinking about what would be the most, if you just wanted to design a day and just say, I'm going to give somebody the full American, like the most American day from like breakfast to when you go to bed at night. What are those activities? And then it hit me, we have a Brit and a Canadian, so we could each design the full American day, the full British day, and the full Canadian day as like this is like what a regulation like top tier Canadian day is. If you want to absorb Canada in a 1 day period, this is what it is. UK, America. What do you guys think about that?
I love it. Like the British gauntlet.
Yeah, like the British gauntlet. Yeah. It's like you start with a full English and then you do, I don't know, high tea at some point, right? And then there's probably something else involved.
Then pop up the hill for some cheese rolling.
Yeah, you do something else with I assume British people do something else, right? You collect spoons and watch I don't know, watch the Queen on a parade.
I imagine the American day is, and then you fire your gun in the air, and then you go to the next thing, and then you fire your gun in the air, like it's Yosemite Sam is what I'm imagining.
It would probably involve a rodeo, honestly. I was thinking.
Yeah. Firing guns in a rodeo, like not at the same time, but those two activities I think would both be in there.
There'd be like inner tubing on a swampy creek or lake somewhere. There'd be definitely hot dogs. There'd be fireworks. Yeah.
I was talking the other day about how I thought lacrosse was fictional and just for the movie until
That's right.
realized it was a real thing. It looks so made up.
Can you imagine creating something so lame?
As lacrosse?
Like just visually. Yeah, just visually. Like if you're going to make a fake sport, I'm not saying lacrosse within the context of reality is lame, but in a world in which you're inventing a sport for a film, the best you can do is lacrosse. What a lame thing to come up with.
I agree with you. It is like looking at it, it's like, what if Quidditch was worse and everyone just ran around? It's just so,
It's
absolutely.
hockey for dudes who can't skate.
The thing that I love the most about this conversation is that for the last year I was in the Army, I was the press agent, the one-man press office for the United States Military Academy's preparatory school in New Jersey, and they had a lacrosse team, and they would scrimmage against the West Point lacrosse team back and forth. And I've never seen people with a bigger chip on their shoulder in life than lacrosse players. Like, they wake up every day angry that the world doesn't respect their sport and understand it, and they go to bed every night wanting to fight somebody over it. Like, that is a group of people you don't want to piss off because they are itching to prove to you that lacrosse is a tough guy sport.
I don't doubt that it's a tough guy sport. I think the problem is that there's no, like, the exciting moment stuff isn't very exciting. Like, there's hard hits.
I'm not defending it at all. I totally agree with you. I'm just saying that's a bunch of people that just are, I've met that as a rule, generally are just angry about how people view their sport.
I feel like the sport would be much more interesting if the ball glowed. I feel like it's too small to see.
Yeah, something like that. That's good.
And I don't mean this to be rude to people we know that play the other sports, but lacrosse and ultimate are like the same kind of thing to me, where it's just like it's really hard to look at it and get excited, I guess.
Yeah.
I had to photograph a lot of lacrosse game matches in the Army, and I'm right there with you. It didn't do it for me, but I also recognize that those dudes are like, I wouldn't say that to a lacrosse player's face because they would either yell at you for an hour or fight you.
Is there a sport that would be lessened by having the ball glow? I feel like the ball glowing would improve every sport. That'd be fucking awesome.
I feel like it works for sports where the ball is small. Like tennis, it would help out.
No, I want to see like on a soccer kick, like a Rocket League like tail. You know, like when you boost.
Yeah,
I want that on the ball.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
This is awesome. Or if like golf balls really did the thing where if you watch golf where like they do the tail on it, like if that was just a natural occurring process of hitting the ball.
Like if you could have tracer rounds on golf balls like you do on bullets.
Yes. Oh man, I would watch so much more golf.
Every time you hit a golf ball, it's like,
Even on like a smaller scale, like a pinball machine with that, pinballs with that, just flying around. Oh,
Yeah.
every sport would be improved.
What sport would be improved by going the opposite direction and making the ball harder to see?
Football.
Ooh. Dodgeball.
Dodgeball.
If the dodgeball was like a mirror.
Like if you couldn't see it, like if it's like a mirror, like that wavy invisibility cloaking technology we have now, where it's mostly invisible, but you kind of get a shimmer, you know?
Or like all the people that are polishing their Cybertrucks to a mirror finish. not realizing that it makes their car just completely invisible. Like people are going to be going around a corner and then driving into their own car before they realize what's happened.
It would be funny to like test with each sport what size of ball makes it unplayable both ways. At what point does it being too small make it impossible, and what point does it being so big it just you can't score? Like I think it's real in my head imagining like a rugby scrum where they can't see the ball and they're still scrumming like 5 yards away from where the ball actually is. Very funny.
Or like if a basketball was the size of a medicine ball, but still bounced and shit and worked like a basketball.
Oh, that'd be dangerous.
Yeah. And you it would be pandemonium. You imagine getting hit with one of those? Jesus.
Oh, it'd be terrible.
Trying to miss timing a rebound and hitting the fucking, oh God.
What a way to protest Steph Curry. Just giving him a fucking boulder to try to shoot threes with. Just making it impossible. Just making it a literal boulder to throw. Bring back the dunk era. Just everybody in the paint.
I think tip of the shuttlecock glowing would be cool.
That would be cool. I bet that exists.
Yeah, I bet it does.
What if you drove a Cybertruck into your wall and then used that to shave? Just use the reflection.
Dude, there are so many glow-in-the-dark shuttlecocks. Wow.
Yeah, but it looks like not the tip that glows. It looks like it's the whole thing.
You're right.
And then also it looks like it's the only part that doesn't glow is the tip.
Is the tip, yeah.
Who do you think of the regulation crew? Oh, that's great. Who do you think is the best badminton player?
Me.
Right now?
I used to play all the time as a kid.
Me.
Yeah, I was a pretty big player.
Geoff says him. See, I'm thinking I could just wipe the floor with the lawyer.
Oh, probably.
Probably.
This
yeah.
one's like it's
This one
probably
has a
like in your
glowing tip.
blood, right? There you go. That's what we're looking for. Because others, they glow on skirt, not hitting spot. And I agree.
That's right. That's right. Should we have a badminton tournament?
I think so.
We can. I don't think it would be that hard to set up. Can you play on like a regular volleyball net, or is it like a lower net? I don't remember.
I think it's lower.
I think we just buy a kit and throw it in like take it down to Zilker Park probably and just.
But it needs to be regulation height.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
Like Walmart, you can get like a $20 kit pretty easily.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is good to know.
Oh, $80. Here you go.
Do we want to do doubles?
Oh, that's more than I thought. Yeah, I think 2v2, and then the winning team goes head v head. Like that's how you do it.
Oh, wow.
That's great.
That's pretty good.
Teammates have to turn.
That's
on
great.
Each other.
So how are we filming the 2v2?
Tripod. I don't know. Get a fucking piece of wood and nail it to a desk and then put a camera on it. Maybe a clamp.
When all you got's a hammer, every solution, man. I get it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Here's a fucking awesome setup. Look at this.
I was pitching Eric, you guys doing like a summer video, and this feels like it would fit in that very well.
Yeah.
It started with me wondering if you could fire condiments out of a super soaker.
Mm-hmm.
Because the idea of like Nick just walking around shooting condiments on like hot dogs is really funny to me.
I like that idea and I want to follow through. I want to follow up on that. But I have a question. Do you think you're a better badminton player in the daytime or at night? Because we can do it both ways. We know they have the technology.
Does the net light up?
Yeah, they make them light up, actually. They do.
Could you get that glow-in-the-dark paint and then paint the field that way? The lines? Because you got to have lines.
Oh, yeah. We can just rent some UV lights and make the most glowing badminton game the world's ever seen.
Or you could just go to a park during the day and not do all that work and then just set up a net and play. I think that's probably...
I mean, either way, we're nailing wood to a desk to film it.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's easy. Look at that.
Now, is there like a halftime shave break for this game?
Yeah. Do you think you're better with a beard or without?
Oh, definitely without. Less weight.
More aerodynamic.
Move faster. Yeah. I like this. I think Gavin might be the best player, but I think Nick and Eric would beat Geoff and Gavin.
You think Nick and Eric are gonna beat Gavin and fuck.
I should tell you this. I once lost miserably to Jack at tennis.
Oh.
Okay, well that really shifts things a lot.
But tennis
Wait,
is very
when?
different.
When? When was this?
7 or 8 years ago, maybe.
Oh yeah, okay, never mind. I'm shifting things a lot. Yeah. Now, Eric, this is gonna be Face Off season 1, is what I'm imagining at this point. It's gonna be Eric, Nick, and I think Nick will win.
Oh
Wow.
Andrew's early predictions are
Hell
that Nick
yeah.
takes it.
You
Okay.
fucked up, but hell yeah.
I think Nick will want it more. I think ultimately Eric won't care about winning in the same way Nick will. And the fact that you have a kid, Nick, I feel like just gives you an edge. I feel like you're
Yeah.
probably running around more than Eric is just
Oh.
Mhm.
by nature of having a child.
Yeah,
do you
I
think
agree.
do you think caring about winning is the differentiator? Because if that's the case, I promise you, I care more about winning than all of you put together.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, but at some point there's a skill gap. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, all I'll say is I hit badminton like I hit dingers.
You know
Out.
what? That is a great point by you. I
Yeah.
greatly underestimated your hitting ability.
That's great, man. I guess if we're playing badminton for distance, you're gonna be crushing it.
If you, listen, I was hitting home runs because that's what the job was to do. If you wanted me to hit line drives across the first base, I've done that. I'm not all power.
I'm just imagining Geoff is like a tennis guy who only goes for aces, like full
Yeah,
power
that's
every
awesome.
serve, but isn't accurate enough to do that.
Oh man. I'm bummed that we're not gonna record next week.
Yeah.
Oh, Geoff won't. We'll be recording stuff.
Yeah,
So,
y'all.
I mean, we
Jeff
will.
us.
Yeah. But you know, Geoff not being here.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know if you guys feel this way. I feel like Geoff is pretty crucial to what we're doing, but you know, that's me.
Definitely. Oh, absolutely. I'm just saying we're gonna record. It's not like
Gavin was
you know.
pretty silent when I said that. That's all I'm saying.
I agree.
I appreciate the partial gas up from Andrew and Eric. Thank you. I feel loved and important. And also bad that I'm denying you me for a week.
I didn't say that's what
What
the
is-
thing I was missing.
That's
but
what
was
I
just
got out of it. Essentially,
Oh,
is
okay,
that
good.
you're
All right.
bummed that you're missing the gift of Geoff for a week. I feel bad about that.
All
If
right.
you want, I can
Well, so-
call throughout the week periodically.
I have a lawn question. Why did all my clippings rot?
Why did dead grass rot?
It went all white and fluffy like mold.
Probably molded.
Wait, what? It went white?
Yeah. It went all white and fluffy. It disturbed me. And then I was worried that when I put more grass on top in the bin, that it would blow up all the spores of weird shit in my face.
Are you scared of becoming a clicker?
Yeah.
Or are we worried about spores?
It's
I've just never seen plants go moldy.
Well, I mean, it's 100 degrees outside, and all the grass was probably wet when you cut it, so
Yeah,
it's
that's-
all damp.
it's gotta be
and
mildew, right? Like,
Moist,
it's just
and
gotta
it's
be
just
that.
mildewing.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you stick it in a hot box and put a lid on it. It doesn't have anywhere for the moisture
and then
to escape.
and then
So
you
it
don't
just-
put it out for anyone to take away.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you leave it for a whole extra week. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you think it's going to kill me though, or am I safe to live near it?
Can I be honest with you? I think it's probably too late.
Yeah. You didn't happen to shave near it, did you?
I wish to God you'd asked this question yesterday.
Is it next to the wall mushroom? Or is it in a different area?
The slime, you mean?
Yeah, whatever. You know, your house is fucked. Whatever. Who cares?
It's true. We found out about his TV. We found out about his wall hung TV that he can't move, and there's like a lot going on. That's
Yeah, the guy
tough,
told him
man.
if he moves his wall mounted TV, it'll fall off the wall.
Yeah, look, it's nothing's great, but I'm making do. All right.
I'm so fucking glad I don't own a house anymore. Oh man, this must have been what it was like for y'all for the first like 2 years of the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, when I was trying to get shelves installed.
You know what else isn't great?
What?
Horizon. Horizon, a Wild West story. Quiet Place Day One, killing it. It's gonna have a big week. 50 million
Horizon
weekend.
800K? Oh, no.
That's almost $1 million.
It's close.
Oh, cool, buddy.
Dude, you had $1 million
Real
right
close.
now. If somebody gave you $800,000 right now, you'd be so fucking blown away.
Yeah, I agree. And if I was Kevin Costner and doing that, I'd be real bummed out.
I think $800,000 is $800,000 to anyone.
Now they bring up that it's not like the audience for that is going to the Thursday night showings by large.
Yeah,
I would love to know who is the hardcore that has to go to the fucking midnight premiere of Horizon.
Everybody
I
knows
keep
true
wanting to call
cowboys go to bed when the sun goes down.
I keep wanting to call it Forbidden West, but that's the sequel to the mech game. But I just feel like it fits that story. What is it called? Horizon: A Western Tale? What is it? It's dumb.
Horizon Forbidden West, is that a mech game? I just installed it.
That is
Here's what's going to happen. People are going to be like,
an
oh,
American saga.
they'll be like, oh, I should see that. And they won't get around to it until they accidentally see part 2. And then it will add to my total.
Oh, there you go.
Ooh.
Ooh, this is, hey, there's something in the article there. I just put it in there. Critical reviews for Horizon stand at 41% on Rotten Tomatoes, which isn't as bad as Costner's The Postman at 14%. Though it is below Waterworld's 47%.
Are you telling me that this movie is essentially as good as Waterworld? Cha-ching! We've got ourselves a barn burner. It's going to build all summer long. Titanic 2.0. Here we go. I'm
something's
fucking
burning.
pumped.
I cannot wait for the Horizon ride to continue on for many years. It'll just be like Westworld. It'll just be people killing Indians and it's just the Wild West.
Do we have a running total to read out or anything?
I could pull it up.
What everyone's at?
Real quick.
I feel like people appreciate
I
the
do.
update.
I got an update of the running. Gavin is crushing it right now. Unfortunately, Gavin currently at $554 million. Geoff has $123 million in second.
Woo.
Eric has $108 million in third. I have $105 million in fourth. So we're all kind of close. And then Nick currently with $13 million in fifth place.
He's going to catch up hard and fast, though.
He's got that Despicable Me coming.
Yeah, he's got minions or whatever. Like, it's about to go crazy.
Blue Lock episode Nagi releases today for Nick. So this is going to be big draw.
All right, count those dollars, baby.
I bet it does better than Horizon.
Equivalent.
Is it just me, or are you guys getting ads for Fly Me to the Moon, that Scarlett Johansson Channing Tatum movie? I'm getting them
No.
all the time.
So
everywhere.
many ads for it, dude. I'm glad it's not just me.
No
I
idea
can't
what
believe
it is.
it looks like a fake movie that 30 Rock made. It does not look like a real film. I can't believe
But I
it.
have it, and I don't, like, I felt like it would be a small, like, romantic comedy, but they are pushing it like a summer blockbuster that in a way that I think is odd. So I just wanted to make sure that I somehow didn't fuck my algorithm because I own it and have looked into it. I'm glad you're also in the same boat, Eric.
You own
Yeah.
it.
I do. Yeah. I bought it for a whole 4 points.
Oh, I've been trying to figure out a way to iterate on this idea and so that we can do it again. And a lot of people have been submitting ideas to us, and I've seen a bunch of it. Andrew's got a whole list. But I did land on something. We've been talking about wanting to do something with the Olympics, right? And we had talked about maybe like throwing all the countries except for our countries into a like a bingo thing and pulling out, and then like 3 each, and then those are the countries we support, and then I don't know, maybe rooting for them on a live stream or something. But I was thinking about how countries collect medals, and there's like the medal race, you know. At the end of the day, it would be interesting if we collected or we did something like that. But then the goal was to see how many medals the countries we collected or we picked got, and then if we could use that currency down the road in some way that made sense.
That's fun. Yeah, I did that sort of with the last Olympics, where I bet the over on every single country's Olympic medal count. And I think I came out like positive 50 cents. I made equal bets across each for like $1.
Really?
There's one country that was not expected to win 2. It was 1.5 was the line. And I got it because they shockingly won like some swimming thing when they're only expected to win a medal in boxing. But yeah, that's fun. We'll figure something out.
It would be funny if one day we were just like 6 months from now, you're like, you know what? Actually, we are going to do that, and I'm going to spend 3 Chinese gold medals on it. And everybody's like, oh, I forgot you had those. We can't say no. You know,
It's got to be a better way to kind of phrase any of that. That's really.
No, that was.
I don't know.
I think China's a country.
I just don't-
They
I
get
just
a
don't know.
lot. They get a lot of medals.
Just feels like a weird thing. The way you said it just feels weird to me. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
All right, I did. I'm going to spend 3 Italian gold medals on it.
Whoa!
They spend the same as Chinese gold medals, but for some reason they're different to Eric.
Mamma mia.
I like having seasons with these type of things. So I was thinking like when the movie season ends, that's when NFL season begins. And doing something where like we have a kicker draft because Gavin loves football, which is a foot sport. If we do like an auction of kickers and your goal is to have the most or least field goals, I haven't decided which would be better. But like we just run through every kicker and we have to bet on them.
Like
That's
we're
awesome.
heavily invested in the NFL season, but only from the standpoint
Only
of
the kickers.
I
because Gavin likes
love
kickers.
that
love it.
idea. Love
I
that
love it.
idea.
Yep.
How do you pick them?
I would spend 2
It'll be the
silvers
same
and a
as the
gold
movies.
medal from a country of your choice to approve that.
That's good. That's good. See, you say it like that and it's fine. If you say like I'm spending 3 Polish gold medals, I'm telling you, it's not good. It just sounds weird. That's all.
But it isn't actually weird.
I
Yeah, I agree with Gavin.
understand. I'm trying to get the optics so that way you're aware. That's all.
I think
We also could use it for Sloppy Joe's bingo. I thought would be fun. Where like we lay out all the
Ooh, I love
options
that.
and you get to buy your bingo card.
Mm-hmm.
Does like
that is
Pink
interesting.
Taxi go for like 70 points because it's more probable? Although those haven't been around as much recently. I'm not
That's a
putting
great
anything in
idea.
a wheelchair. I'll tell you that fucking much. Anyway, we should wrap up.
we should wrap up. We should also plan a Sloppy Joe's bingo soon. I'm
We should.
itching to do one of those.
Let's do one soon. Yeah. I think
Okay.
this is good. We'll get it on the calendar.
All right. Well, I guess that'll do it then. Rare Friday recording. How did everybody feel about this one?
I liked it.
I gotta go buy
too.
wood.
One of my favorites.
One of your I was gonna say I kind of like the energy level of it. Just kind of like chill. It was a chill episode. I feel like
I
good.
don't know if that's how I'd phrase it, but I love
that's how I felt. Oh, I had one minor outburst because I was mad about the post office, but other than that, it was a
I
really
think
chill.
it started pretty high octane, and then I got really tired from laughing.
Yeah.
ended on a chill note.
It was
Yeah.
nice.
Speaking of ending, your time listening to this podcast has come to a close, at least this episode. Now, that doesn't mean you can't listen to any more. We've got hundreds of back episodes from a previous podcast we did before our company was shut down out from under us, and we were, allowed and supported and encouraged to start anew, which is what we've done. And we would like you to continue the journey with us by going to our website that Gavin loves to say.
Regulatreon.com.
Well, you were, by the way, Gav, right on top of that. Thank you so much. You really.
I thought you were going to say it.
Why would I say
Why
Okay.
would he set you up?
Why would I set you? We'll see you next time.
I could actually buy singular nails. That's awesome.
How much is one nail?
53 cents.
It's the cost of it's the cost of one
Highway
stick of butter.
robbery.
You're getting ripped off.
But it's for 6-inch, 8-inch, $1.05. I don't think I need it. Oh, do I need an 8-inch?
8-inch
You
nail?
do not need an 8-inch nail.
Oh.
I think you got to get
six,
10 at
That's
least.
6 extra
No,
inches.
yeah.
Plus, you're buying
Yeah,
a 2x4. And I got news for you: a 2x4 isn't 2x4. It's 1.5 by 3.5. So you really don't need that much.
I'm going to buy 3 nails.
Awesome.
All right.
All right, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.